Every day, 150,000 people die. And while you're listening to this sentence, 2 people have just disappeared from the world. A fall, a heart attack, an accident. A father driving his daughter to school. A girl who was laughing 5 minutes earlier. Someone who still had 1,000 dreams ahead. And you're still here. You and I right now share the same condition. We're living with an incurable disease we're all born with, life. You know it, but you never truly stopped to think about it. Have you ever closed your eyes and imagined your own funeral? Who would be there? Who would show up just out of obligation? And who would cry because you genuinely mattered? Maybe your mother devastated. A friend you haven't spoken to in years but who never forgot you. Someone you don't appreciate enough today, but who quietly cares about you more than you think. What would they say about you? Would they say you were present, or that you were always too busy to show up? It's strange, isn't it? We're all dying, yet we act as if we had all the time in the world, as if our days were unlimited. Because here's the truth. 120 years from now, every single person alive today will be gone. Every one of us. Me, you, the people you love, the people you resent, even the ones you refuse to talk to. And replacing us will be a completely new humanity, which will also disappear 120 years later. Life is a treadmill that never stops. It waits for no one. It keeps moving even when you procrastinate or convince yourself that there will always be time. When you realize this, you understand how absurd it is to waste even a single minute on anger or resentment. Anger over something you won't even remember decades from now. Resentment toward people who, one day, won't exist at all. Why do we fight with the person we say we love? Why do we ignore our children just to stare at a screen? Not because we're bad, but because we're tired, stressed, distracted, and we forget that our kids will soon grow up and won't run into our arms anymore. And those moments will never return. Why do we stop talking to a brother or a family member over something that happened years ago? How many families fall apart because of one poorly chosen sentence, one missed Christmas, one pointless attempt at defending our pride? Why do we hurt friends by talking behind their backs? Because no one stops to ask what it really means to live, and no one fully accepts the idea that one day we won't be here anymore. To understand life, you must first understand these 4 truths. The law of cause and effect. Everything you do leaves a mark. Every word you speak influences someone, always. Years ago, did you lose your temper at someone? That moment still lives inside them, maybe in a small, invisible way, but it's there. It's like a seed. You don't see it right away, but it grows over time, and you can't pull it out. You can cut the leaves, you can change how you act from now on, but the roots remain. That's why people hate this truth, because it makes you responsible for everything. It forces you to look at yourself instead of blaming everyone else. And the human brain hates responsibility. It consumes energy, as countless neuroscience studies show. But you don't need to punish yourself. You just need to be aware, and if needed, apologize. A sincere apology can bring a dead relationship back to life, and it's never too late to give one. The law of impermanence. Known in Pali as anicca, impermanence is a fundamental truth of existence and one of the 3 marks of existence in Buddhist philosophy. Everything is temporary. Your body, your mind, your relationships, even this video. One day the sun will explode and none of this will exist anymore. It sounds sad, but it isn't. It means one thing. Every single moment is priceless. That sunset that took your breath away. That laugh that brought tears to your eyes. That message that arrived exactly when you needed it. That smell that brought you back to your childhood. That moment of silence when you felt more alive than ever. These are the real treasures of life, and they exist only in the present. Not in the future, not in the past, right here, right now. The law of suffering and attachment. Every time you cling to something, you sign a contract with suffering. When you get attached to a person, you fear losing them. When you get attached to your body, aging becomes the enemy. When you get attached to money, it's never enough. And when you get attached to expectations, reality disappoints you. Because eventually, you will lose everything you love. Objects, relationships, people, even your own body. And this isn't a threat. It's an invitation. Love without possessing. Live without holding back. Be grateful without demanding. The truth of death. This is the hardest truth to accept. Without death, no moment would be special. No hug would feel warm. No laugh would feel unique. It's precisely because everything ends that everything matters. Death unites us. It reminds us that we're all teammates on this same short, very short journey. There are no people against you. There are only human beings trying to figure out life just like you are. The next time you're about to start a fight, to take revenge, to hurt someone, stop for a second. And remember that you're hurting someone who's living a fleeting life just like you, someone who won't be here one day. So, love deeply. Laugh until you cry. Be present in the here and now as if it were the last minute of your life, because one day it will be. Because in the end, the only thing you will ever truly own is the way you lived every single moment.